I'm gonna give you a quick and simple explanation on what ND filters are, and I'll give you my review of the world's first versatile magnetic variable ND filters. Okay, let's get right to it. The easiest way to explain what ND filters are is probably that ND filters are kinda like sunglasses for your camera. The reason you need those sunglasses is that you can have the best cinematic looking camera settings without your footage looking overexposed. To get the cinematic look, you want to have your shutter speed set double the frame rate. For example, if you're filming in 24 frames per second, then you want to have your shutter set at 1/48th of a second or 50. And you want to have your aperture set as wide open as possible, for example f2.8 or even f1.8. The smaller the f number is, the more background blur you get, but also the smaller the f number is, the more light it lets into the sensor of the camera. And the problem with these cinematic settings is that it will let so much light into the sensor that it will make your footage overexposed. But this can be easily fixed by using variable ND filters that allow you to gradually reduce the amount of light coming into the sensor until you get your exposure right. So essentially the way you use variable ND filters is that you just screw it on your lens and then you adjust the exposure by adjusting the front glass on your ND filter. But one of the many problems with filming with ND filters is that you get a lot of vignetting, you get color shifting, and you get this ugly X mark when you accidentally turn the ND filter too much when you're filming in extremely bright areas. And one of the reasons why I really like the versatile magnetic variable ND filters from Freewell is that they don't have any of those problems. Because these Freewell filters have hard stops, it prevents you from turning the front glass too much and getting that ugly X mark. What makes these ND filters from Freewell so unique is that they've got 7 different features and 20 different functions, which is ideal for run-and-gun filmmakers like me when you can do adjustments in a matter of seconds. I really like that the filters came with this really cool pouch, and inside the package you've got a 2 to 5 stop ND filter and a 6 to 9 stop ND filter as well. For me personally, one of the most important features about these ND filters is that they're actually magnetic, which means that I don't have to screw them on and off constantly when I'm filming. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. The first time I heard about the magnetic system, I was a little bit concerned that these magnetic ND filters might drop off. But let me show you something. They ain't dropping off, no matter how hard you try. So, to use these magnetic filters, first you have to attach the VND base filter into the base ring, and then you screw the base ring onto your lens, and then depending on the situation, you choose either the 2 to 5 stop filter or the 6 to 9 stop filter. And then you simply attach the filter of choice to the base ring. Actually, when I filmed with these Freewell filters for the first time, I noticed immediately how great quality footage they produce, and even at 11mm, I barely noticed any vignetting or any color shifting whatsoever. Okay, what else is so cool about these filters? Well, if you turn around the 2 to 5 stop filter, you'll get a CPL filter. And CPL filters are meant to reduce the glare reflected from bright surfaces like windows, cars, and metal. To use the CPL, first remove the VND base from the base ring and then attach the CPL. In my own tests, I noticed that the CPL actually did a really good job in removing the glare from the windows. In my opinion, it looked almost like it made a shot that was overexposed into a shot that looked properly exposed. When you turn around the 6 to 9 stop ND filter, you'll notice that it's actually also an ND32 CPL, and the installation is exactly the same as with the CPL filter. This next feature, even though I'll be using it only in special occasions, it's one of my favorite features in this whole system. They've also included a magnetic glow mist filter in the variable ND filter system, which is fantastic. To use the mist filter, first attach the mist base filter to the base ring by aligning the logos. And to get the variable ND filter mist hybrid, simply attach either the 2 to 5 stop or the 6 to 9 stop ND. And cause the mist filter makes the light appear to glow, you can also use it to create this dreamlike look, or if you want, you can also use it to create this vintage look if you want. In low light situations, you can also use just the VND base mist filter without the variable ND filter. Like I mentioned before, this versatile magnetic VND system from Freewell has 7 different features and 20 different functions, which is mind-blowing. And I was surprised to learn that it's got actually a very competitive price compared to its main competitors, Polar Pro and Moment, which you can see from this chart. Okay, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, I highly recommend that you watch either one of these videos somewhere here on the screen, cause I think you're gonna like either one of them. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you again next time. Take care.